What's up, EQ lovers? Thank you for tuning in to the EQ Love Podcast. In episode 10, we'll be discussing
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds.
What are you talking about?
You know the movie with Adam Sandler?
What about it?
EQ lovers, just know this one is about these men out here, okay?
Anyways, okay, make sure to stay tuned.
Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at PodEQLove, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's up, EQ lovers? I'm your host, Divine J.
And I'm Jamie D.
Thank you for tuning in to the EQ Love Podcast, where you get his view
and her perspective.
This is episode 10.
The big 10.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came up with this title.
I did.
I got
questions.
Yeah, I got questions too. Like, what? Explain the whole Mr. Deeds. Like, what is this about?
So, okay, let's go back to the movie.
Okay.
Adam Sandler. He was called Mr. Deeds. He ended up coming into a lot of money, and he was doing a lot of good deeds for like people in his community, pretty much. Now, I'm gonna flip it a little bit, because what this is really about is men whose deeds don't line up with their words.
So, the deeds don't line up with a man's words.
Right. So it's like two ways. Men sometimes will say one thing and do another. Like, they talk a good game. I want to be with you and you're everything and da-da-da-da-da.
Or is it selective hearing?
But their actions...
It's not selective hearing?
It's not.
No? Oh,
but
okay.
their actions say something different. Or you have men who act like they really want to be with you. They show you in their consistency and stuff like that. But out of their mouth, it'd be like, I don't want this. I'm not ready. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like as women, it leaves us a little confused. Like, what's going on? Can you explain that? Okay.
So, one question was the actions showing you,
but the words don't.
But the words not matching up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could tell you, if that's the case, I feel if a man is showing you actions, but his words aren't matching up with those actions, he's probably feeling like the actions are being forced consistently. So what I mean by that is, in a relationship, relationships typically have a routine of what the two individuals do in a relationship. So if y'all are out and about and y'all call each other when y'all make it home, or when y'all see each other, y'all kiss, or just whatever. Everybody know y'all routines. So as a guy, sometimes we're put in a position that where those routines are being forced, because if we don't continuously do that, there would maybe be a problem.
Okay, so that's what made... okay, I don't feel like we as women are telling you, when you see me and you walk in the house, or whenever I see you at the beginning of the day, you need to kiss me.
Okay. You're right. Okay.
Doing that.
But
if you started it.
I hear you loud and clear. We could start stuff, but it's like this. We could give you a little sugar, and y'all can expect a lot more sugar that comes with it.
Or do you feel like we expect more sugar?
I feel like from a man's side, yes.
Okay.
Because if things change, we could possibly get the question, "Oh, why didn't you give me a kiss when you left me last time?" Or why didn't you?
But who started it, though?
Because we wasn't thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't take responsibility for what you started. I don't think, like, in those instances, I feel like in the beginning, women typically let men drive. We just follow what you're doing.
Yes.
If we don't really
no.
like
Y'all, you said y'all let us start because y'all typically
so
like
the
it, right?
routines got like this because this how you have been flowing.
Okay. So when it changes directions, what do y'all usually do? What do women normally do?
Ask questions.
Ask questions on like what?
What happened? Why did you change?
Why are actions changing?
Right.
Okay. So if the actions are changing, maybe his thought process about the relationship could possibly be changing.
Which is cool, that's where communication comes in. But is it fair if a woman, okay, like if, I'm trying to think of something, if she does something routinely for you weekly, and you kind of start to know every Wednesday, I know she's going to do this. Okay, she started it. So now you're kind of expecting it because she started it. So when that stops, I feel like even as a man, you'll wonder like, man, I missed this on Wednesday. Like, what happened to that or whatever.
But we'll wonder, but we won't hold you accountable.
Okay, but I'm saying you guys are saying it's our fault that you stopped doing what you're doing versus
we're not saying it's anybody's fault. We just saying don't hold us accountable off of something that's what's inside of y'all heads that y'all want routinely. Instead of communicating, saying yes, I would like this to continuously happen. Once it stops, or if it doesn't happen as often, then we feel that it's up to y'all to express to us instead of holding us accountable when it doesn't happen as consistently as it used to.
So are you saying something by not doing it anymore? Are you even trying to say something?
I could admit sometimes a man could not say something by his actions changing. And also on the flip side, it could just not even cross our mind. So it could be both. It could be both.
What about the reverse? When you say all this stuff, I want this, I want that, da da da. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I got you. I want to be with you. But your actions don't show that. So how should we translate that? Is it really that y'all just trying to keep, like, I guess, take more time to figure it out? Like, do y'all just use your words to keep us going until we are like, we're out? Like, I don't get that either.
I feel like on that side, a man will. So you saying like a man could say, you the one for me, I miss you, or like all that stuff, but he can like this, like he can say I miss you, but never have enough time to see you.
Yeah. Okay. Like, that don't make sense.
Okay. So.
Or I really want to be with you. Okay,
but he not with you.
You're not making no effort.
Okay. So,
I can't wait to see you.
Okay, we get the point. Okay, we get it. Okay, so I feel like when it comes to that, he probably is just blowing smoke.
No, okay.
Gassing you up. So if people who don't understand it, it's like just talking around in circles.
Yeah.
Just throwing stuff out there just to keep you close.
Okay.
Because I feel like we'll do that sometimes because we want you, we want to be with you, but we'll tell you what we feel that you need to hear so we can keep your mind and everything over here on us instead of somewhere else with somebody else.
Why do y'all play them kind of games?
selfish.
Do you? So in that case, it's not really about wanting us. It's just us not
No,
wanting
no, no, no,
nobody
no,
else.
no.
Oh.
It's saying that we want you, but at the time we can't give you the time and the consistency that we know that you need. So we may say, I miss you, even though we really do miss you, but we'll say it so you can stay over here
This is so funny.
instead of I'm done with him. He don't, no.
Okay, I'm gonna put out an example out here. I had a guy friend tell me that he asked me some ideas because he was trying to get this girl back. And so I'm like, okay, well, tell me what broke it up in the first place, because we kind of got to start there in order to like fix it. He says, I really liked her, really want to be with her. I just didn't have the finances at the time to be able to do what I wanted to do and give her what I wanted to give her. Instead of telling her that, I kept like making up excuses why I couldn't meet up, I couldn't see her, or I was just being inconsistent, or I was saying all this stuff I wanted to do, or whatever. But again, his actions didn't line up because the root of it was he really didn't have the money. So now he got it, and now he's trying to get her back.
Man, it's probably too late for him.
It was.
But the thing is, he probably felt with the woman that he was with, it could be her vibe or how she came off. He felt that he couldn't tell her.
See, that's what I be wondering.
But it's different. It's different with women. It's different. Now you can have a type of relationship with a woman from jump, and y'all just open. Y'all open about anything.
Yeah.
So from jump, when y'all open about anything, it's easier for a man to be like, hey, I don't have it right now, but I'm going to have it like real soon. Like, just bear with me.
Yeah.
With that woman, she probably like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm right here with you. But it could be another woman, the same, and she could be like, nah, you too old for that. Or she could be like, I'm this age, I need to find a man like
That's how
now. I'm just saying, like, and when you have a woman like that, a man is like, man, like, I want her, like, she's perfect for me and everything, but I just know right now, if I become vulnerable and literally be honest with her and straightforward and tell her about my situation, she ain't gonna stand a chance. She gonna leave.
But would you rather take that risk that maybe she will, so I really don't lose her, or like, because I felt
that sound good, but to a man, it's like we'll rather just roll the dice and just try to grind and get there early, and before she leave, because we look at it like this: if I don't get to that point in a certain amount of time, she's gonna leave regardless. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just
I don't know, because I come, like, the men in my family are very straight up, like, straight no chaser. Like, They tell you how they feel. They say what they say. They might hurt your feelings because they don't have no filter.
Right.
So I'll say that I might be a sensitive person, but I prefer when a man is just straight up. Because if you don't be straight up with me, my mind is gonna go my mind is always gonna go left.
Right.
Oh, he doing this because something else.
Yeah.
Like, I just need the truth. Like, that's me. So I don't know. Maybe men out there, y'all should try it.
But with you saying that you the type of woman that needs to be straight up, that will put less pressure on a man for him to just be straight up with you, because now he feels comfortable being straight up with you, because now he feels like, okay, I can be straight up with you. I can just tell you my situation because you're not gonna hold me accountable. You may hold me accountable to a certain extent. It ain't gonna. I can't be like this forever, but I can just be straight up with you.
Yeah. Okay. So I have another question.
Okay.
And I think this one is more so for the women out there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us want to know how we know if we're being drug along. Like, if you all aren't straight up and don't say it, how can we tell that you're just kind of trying to buy time, or maybe you're just dragging us along just to drag us along?
So you're saying, how do we know that if we're being drug along in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we know you guys really want us or really don't? Like,
Okay, so but when does this thought normally happen, like, to a woman? Because y'all time schedule is kind of like y'all move a little bit faster than dudes. So, like, typically, like, when do y'all look at it as like being like serious in a relationship?
I don't think my time schedule is everybody else's, but usually after about 3 months for me,
Okay.
I kind of be like, okay.
Okay, so to a guy, 3 months. I'm looking at it like this. How do y'all feel that Sean not being drug along? First, his actions. If his actions are showing that he wants you, okay, that's another thing. 3 months. I feel like that's a little bit soon, but another thing is if we introduce you to the family, to the parents, if we bring you around holidays or something like that, that's something where we feel like, okay, we're serious about her. Another thing is how he introduces you. You know, if he just say, you know, this is my friend, or instead of this is my woman, or this is my, you know, my girlfriend, this is, you know, it's just.
What if you don't say nothing? Yo, this such and such.
What you mean? That's saying something.
It ain't.
It's not
putting it. Because men do that a lot.
They smart.
Like,
people are like, okay,
this my girl. They'll be like, hey, this such and such. Oh, okay.
That's a nice gesture.
Whatever. What does that mean?
It's the same. It's anonymous.
It's anonymous.
It's just, you know, no titles. I guess it's where y'all relationship at. Y'all haven't discussed where y'all at, so he don't know what to call you. So
okay, how do y'all feel when a female does that to you? Y'all really don't care. I feel like sometimes y'all care.
Some of us could, but I feel like most guys are like confident.
Based on what she calls you, like if she introduces you as my friend, do you take that as okay.
I tell you this, like if she introduces me as her friend to her friends, I look at it as like, okay, she probably didn't tell her friends about me. But if she just introduced me as like, hey, this Divine, like she didn't already talked about me. So you don't have to be like, this my boyfriend, this my man, like you done already told them what they need to hear. So that's how we thinking. We not about to get offended. We thinking ahead like, okay, this is the situation I'm walking into.
Now, sometimes I think us as women, we do know when you talk to your friend about us based on how you say that. Like, yo, this is.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, yeah, you know,
we do that.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
Interesting. Okay, so for us women out here, help us with the EQ side of this whole thing.
Okay, so I feel that when you women out here listening feel that his actions change, I feel that y'all should probably, y'all gonna ask questions, but understand his answer. Try to understand his answer. See where it's coming from. And once you ask the question and he gives you the answer, don't expect things to just go back to normal. And if they do go back to normal, they're going back to normal just because y'all asked that question.
That's not fair.
It's not fair, but this is the thing. Y'all don't want to put that type of pressure on a man, especially at that stage of the relationship. Because if y'all talking about stuff like this, it's typically like at the beginning of a relationship. Why have actions changed or something like that? So when you put that type of pressure on a man, especially at that stage, you're shaping him the wrong way. I feel like you want to let the man be organic. Let his personality come out. You want to kind of like shape him in a way that he's going to want to consistently kiss you every time he sees you, or he's going to want to consistently call you and let you know that, you know, I made it in, or want to hear you call him when he, you know, you made it back in or whatever. You don't want to put that type of pressure on him where it's like you come off as always saying why, and because that's it's kind of bad.
What I'm hearing as a woman, because this is what we're gonna hear.
Yeah.
Okay, when you say that.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is that however you guys are moving, you're moving because you want to move that way. When you start moving differently, either doing more or doing less, it's typically because something in your head is going. Like, I want to do more, or let me pull back some.
Yeah.
So really,
it could be anything.
If us as women have to keep questioning you on your actions, because we're only questioning you because you're not doing them, we really
or
shouldn't
we're not
even
doing
have
them as
to,
much,
or that we really almost shouldn't have to ask. We should know that something's different. You just saying we shouldn't have just assumed that it's just a you don't want us thing. It might be something else.
Yeah, it could be something else.
We always take it like he acting different. He must got somebody else.
I mean,
that's like the first thing we don't say.
Of course, but I mean, what if you don't know what's going on through his life? You just focusing on his actions towards you. I mean, women take out their frustration out on a man.
Okay.
A man could be doing the same thing, but just in a different way. And the actions could show something different.
Okay. Well, I feel like women, we got an intuition too. So y'all knowing when y'all getting played, don't ignore it. But don't allow your hurt to jump to the conclusion that you're getting played either. Is that fair? You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm talking to men.
Yeah. Tell us what we should, I guess what we should be looking out for when it comes to this, the EQ side of it.
I think men, you guys need to figure out what you want before you start dragging other women along for this ride.
Other women, is this plural, or is this you talking about the woman that you're with, like at this time? Because you got to realize, you know, we have to choose. It's a lot of plenty of fish out there, so we gotta be certain.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just saying. So
either way,
so
people have feelings.
True.
And if you're not ready for what it is that you're presenting,
okay,
don't present it.
Gotcha.
And because y'all may not be ready, but when you meet somebody, sometimes it can trigger something that says, "Ooh, I might need to get ready for her."
See,
and if you're gonna do that,
that's
then
hard.
You still need to be honest that, hey, I'm not ready, but something about you, or like something. You just gotta be honest. Like, stop making it like,
be straight up with each other.
All this extra stuff.
Yeah,
and then you blame us for why we asking you what's the problem when you were showing us all this attention and doing this and doing that, and all of a sudden it's like, what happened?
Yeah, we should talk about that, like, on a different podcast. So we're going to get to pillow talk, and we discussed this pillow talk, and I'm just gonna let Miss Jamie D take the mic for this one. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gone.
So this pillow talk, I really want women, I would want for you to ask your partner, significant other, the guy that you're talking to, getting to know, why you, like why us, and then what makes us different from, any other woman. Men, what we're really asking is like, why are you choosing us? Why are you wanting to get to know us? And I mean, at this age, like I'm 28, so at this age, typically you guys have, been in several other relationships and all that stuff. So we know we're not the only woman you ever talked to or whatever. But we just want to know
what makes you different from all the others.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, fellas. Yeah, but all jokes aside, we really hope you enjoyed episode 10. Thank you for sticking with us through this podcast journey to get up to episode 10.
Yes.
And
we really appreciate it.
Please remember to subscribe on YouTube and support us on all the major podcast platforms, and show us some love on social media, on Instagram and Twitter and everything else.
Yeah, we love your comments, your questions. We want to do, some podcasts based on questions you guys have asked, or suggestions you guys have given. So
yeah. Okay. EQ Love, checking out.
Bye. To all of my EQ lovers out there, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at PodEQLove, subscribe to our YouTube channel at EQ Love Podcast, and remember, we are on all major podcast platforms. And if you have any questions or topics that you would like us to discuss, feel free to message us on social media, or you can email us at podeqlove@gmail.com.